Hello, it is Monday, February 7th, and that means two things. I'm too busy to have a joke this week, and it is time for the lighting industry news brief brought to you by Keystone Technology and Smart Loop. This is a Bluetooth wireless system, full control, load controllers, low bay, and high bay sensors. It has a keypad, a thing on the wall that you can touch, and an app which is on your phone, and you can poke at it. It sets up quickly, it programs quickly. This is great for single rooms, multi-zone spaces. It does it all. Offices, schools, auditoriums, warehouses, new construction, and retrofits. This is wireless controls made easy from Keystone Tech. Visit keystonetech.com. Let's get into the news. GE Current, a Daintree company, has completed its acquisition of Hubbell's CNI acquisition, and the new combined business will just be called Current. They've named new management, including C-suite, VPs, and a lot of GMs. And Hubbell, as a result, has issued their full-year earnings guidance with share value somewhere around $9 over the course of the whole year. A coalition of businesses and energy policy groups, none of which attached to lighting, by the way, have released an open letter to save the high-wattage lamp. They have issues with the DOE's rules on GSLs. We'll see how that goes. The DOE themselves have picked a Phase 1 winner for their L Prize. This is a commercial lighting competition they started up last year. Speaking of the DOE, they have shared two new documents. These are 120-page reports on SSL manufacturing, its status and its opportunities, and status and opportunities for SSL R&D. Scope Tech Group has bought AnyNail Services. These are emergency lighting makers. No details on the sale. Dolly has named their award winners. 9 recipients named last week. Chinese manufacturing has slowed down, even not just because of the new year, but also because of their zero tolerance policy leading into the Olympics. Italian group Reggiani isn't answering phone calls right now. Agents are saying that nothing is being answered either from the U.S. office or the HQ in Italy. The Silhouette Awards, presented by Archithos, are planning on recognizing young talent. This is a new award, accepting entries right now. Eaton's Q4 earnings look good, about $1.37 per share. Get a Grip on Lighting features Mark Riddler and theatrical techniques that might help you in your work. Acuity will be eliminating waste by no longer printing manuals. Outdoor Living buys Woodward Landscape. These are retailers. That's a deal that's gone through. Synapse Wireless has a new website, new look, same products. The IES Society Awards are open for submissions. These are for individuals, and you can submit until the 31st of March. Once again, Nailed is looking for members of our Sustainable Luminaire Committee. Let's go and email info@nailed.org if you would like to participate. Designing Lighting has published their awards as well. These are in Russia, but the awards are in English, so you can read them. Take a look. Deco Lighting and the PQL have taken a page from Amazon, announcing new customer service goals. LCA will be offering a Title 24, that's the California law, in a new module in their Education Express program. Yesco is celebrating their 100th year of lighting up Vegas. That is not quite 900,000 hours of operation. And industry confidence depends on the supply chain, which will look a lot better in 6 months, they say. This is a new index published. In legal news, we have discussion of what actually the right to repair might look like for us all. Thanks for that. In events, on the 17th, you can attend a webinar on UV from the IES. On the 22nd to 24th, the HTSA is presenting Lightapalooza in person in Dallas. In Feb 28th, you can go to AgCon, also in Vegas. That runs till the 1st of March. Online and on demand right now are the DOE's SSL poster sessions, 54 presentations, all free for you. And we have a webinar on Efficiency Squared, Efficiency as Service presentation from EMC. The IES is calling for posters now. This is for their research symposium, and you can submit until April. And we have a new show, Ideas eBiz. This is a conference in March presented jointly with the NAED. In recommended reading, we have all these articles on nailed.org. Check them out. We can decide whether or not matter matters to us. We have an interview with the new bosses at Current. We have the search for a cozy LED. We have service models as the key to a circular economy. Are the incandescent bulbs a cost of living issue for low-income individuals? We have UV confusion still plaguing the industry. We have worker woes in the cannabis bust. We have where will the EV batteries go to die? We have E. Kinnersley, editorialist at Lighthead, talking about a long movie analogy about xenophobia in our industry. We have Luminaire level controls paying off for schools, and the top 10 states for green buildings right now. In rep agencies, DMF partners with D-Tools. Current will maintain separate rep networks. Signify partners with BDA in Eastern Ontario and Western Quebec. Grow Generation has bought Horticultural Rep Group. Arden Winter is expanding their territory in North Carolina, and Signify has picked Sesco for the Carolinas. In IoT, Focus Universal has launched an entirely new universal platform for IoT, meaning there is now one more competing universal platform for the IoT. And the FAA has cleared 5G for takeoff. Towers near runways will turn on this week. In market projections, efficient lamps will grow by 8%. Demand for natural lighting indoors is also boosting the tunable market. Global market for lighting contractors will expand by 7%. We have 7% gains in building controls. I bet that goes together. And $10 billion in predicted value for emergency lighting. In research news, we have bright indoor light lowering your glucose levels. Glad to know. We have wide bandgap semiconductors as the next big thing. Lighter, better conductors on their way for GaN and SiC. We have blue light reducing stress in chicken intestines, lowering inflammation overall. In horticultural news, we have the IES horticultural lighting standard completely ready. RP45 is ready for growers. We have Upward opening the largest indoor farm in the world, 250,000 square foot facility. You have Georgia. Smarter greenhouses mean lower bills. Yes, Signify did buy Fluence just for the cannabis market. Never mind what they can do with strawberries. Cannabis business has also created 151,000 jobs and $15 billion in tax revenue in Canada. That's a lot of green stuff and blue stuff and purple stuff and red. The money's different up here. It's fun. In dark sky news, we have making the case against Bangladeshi light pollution. Smithfield, Rhode Island has approved a dark sky ordinance. Melatonin use is on the rise across the board. Hawaii is targeting anti-bird lighting. Franeker in the Netherlands turned off all their lights for one night. We have late chronotype adolescents and children also eating poorly. That's a shame. We have New Zealand and their quest to become a dark sky country. We have Western Australia issuing a position statement on astrotourism. We have English environmental groups installing dark sky fixtures in a small town over resident complaints. Jelsa in Croatia is on track to be the first dark sky space in Croatia. And the IAU has penned a formal complaint about satellite-based light pollution. In People News, the IES has picked Colleen Harper as executive director. Chris Rocket has joined the label as the account manager. And Vision Outdoor has named Sherry Gable as their president. And Dower has hired Nick LaHaye as their regional sales manager. I don't think he needs a manual. In local news, Montevideo Uruguay will be replacing 70,000 street lamps with LED wireless connected alternatives. Vancouver, BC is beginning a 4-year streetlight project. La Fourche Parish in Louisiana, not LA, the city, Louisiana, is still without street lighting after Hurricane Ida. Colorado Springs want their old-timey fixtures back. Austin Energy prepares to cut power to empty buildings in case of any storm-related blackouts. Manton, Illinois City Council will give $25,000 in handouts to North American Lighting. Fort Worth, Texas is the 74th in the state for energy programs. U of Minnesota will receive $2.7 billion in upgrade grants across all campuses. That's from the state. And streetlight in South Haven, if you spot a streetlight out in South Haven, there's an app for that. California Transport will be spending $1.4 billion on upgrades. The Florida DOT, they've got purple streetlights. Welcome to the club. Dayton, Ohio will be spending $10 million on upgrades. Vermont schools begin the hunt for PCBs, the first in America. And Whack, subsidiary Schoenbeck, has opened a new showroom in North Carolina. And a thing you can make, it's a nice display for the Sun's location with LEDs. I've been Scott Walker. Thank you to Nailed. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you for listening. Have a good week. Enjoy the music.
I touted my proudest plots unabashedly uncool. I sang a song of snot and played myself for a fool. Cracked my chest to let my heart's vast ignorance shine through. Regaled on my dreamy brain farts as if they'd already come true. I scattered the straightest thoughts, shouted the sweetest tunes. I fronted the stiffest costs and suffered the stupidest wounds while practicing the pratfall from my hubris hot air balloon. The rushing of endorphins made me forget it wasn't true. The pursuit of unintentional humor has worn me to the bone. You had to be there, I guess you just had to be there. I met a sweet young woman whose heart I longed to woo. She shattered my perceptions with a snap and off they flew. My life was so enormous, it obscured the world from view. Though a shadow was all over when she said she loved me too, but